Elizabeth Newsom, and welcome to my BookTube channel. Christmas is just around the corner, and I bet you guys are pretty excited. In case you can't tell, so am I. I tried to wear something festive for this video. The best thing I found was this sweater, because it's dark green and it's a sweater, so that's pretty Christmassy, right? Since Christmas is fast approaching, I chose a Christmas-themed historical romance novel for this recommendation, and it's called The Widow's Captive by Lucette. Now, before I continue with the book, I'd like to talk about a few new things that I'm trying out for these videos. The first thing, in case you hadn't noticed, is this lovely background. So instead of this bare, kind of greenish, tealish wall, I have this. And just to let you guys know, each backdrop I use corresponds with a different book setting. This backdrop is specifically for historical and fantasy settings, but I'll explain more about the backdrops and their corresponding book settings a little later. The next thing I'm trying out, as you've probably already noticed, is I brought the camera up closer. Hopefully that'll help with the audio problem, because as I'm sure you guys have noticed with some of my previous videos, the audio quality was kind of lacking. And in addition to that, I do actually have a microphone coming in. It's currently at the post office. I just need to pick it up. And for the last thing I'm trying out for these videos is I have a little sticky note actually taped kind of around the camera. I'll show you. So as you've noticed, it's kind of like an eye. I wanted it to look like an eye just to remind me to make eye contact with the camera, because I keep on wanting to look down at my computer screen because I see like all this moving down there and stuff. So that's what this is for. Alright, now that we have that out of the way, onto the book! So just to let you guys know, the author did send me this book by my request. She's a friend I know from a critique group. And I've been wanting to get to her book for a while, but I just haven't made time yet, so I finally did, and it's right around Christmas. I figured that was a good time to make a video about this book, just to give you an idea of the setup and what goes on in the book. In the very beginning, there's this sheriff who's wandering through this blizzard, trying to find this miner's house, because some people from the town have gotten some Christmas gifts and Christmas foods together for this miner. And that's M-I-N-E-R, like person who digs stuff, not a little kid. So he walks into the house, and then all of a sudden, so what he doesn't know is that there's this widow staying in that cabin. She actually found it abandoned, and this young woman has been recently widowed. She has 2 children and another one coming on the way, which the sheriff did not expect. So first of all, I really love the concept of this story, and just kind of the title is cool, The Widow's Captive. And I really like stories like this where someone is taken captive and it's a love interest thing. Now, I've actually had a few of my friends kind of tease me about liking Stockholm Syndrome or something, but that's not what this is. I mean, taking someone captive in a romance novel, it creates a very interesting dynamic, you know? Okay, these 2 people obviously don't like each other, they don't trust each other, so what's going to happen? So as far as the plot is concerned, I generally read books that have a bit more complicated of a plot and they're a bit more plot heavy. But this book is really short, it's cute, it's sweet, it's a light read, so there's not a lot of room for a really thick, deep plot. In fact, I kind of wish I'd read this book earlier, like before my Finally Fall book tag, because it would be perfect for that one question about having a cute little story that could warm up someone's cold fall day. But I didn't, so I'm going to tell you guys all about it here. Eventually the widow, Adeline, does come to trust the sheriff, and there's some really cute scenes in there, but overall it's kept light, short, and sweet. So it's kind of the perfect book for something around the holidays because it is Christmas themed, as I mentioned earlier. And it's not really one of those romances with a huge emotional roller coaster. So as far as this story is concerned, it kind of just depends what you're in the mood for. If you want something with a really complicated, unique concept and a thick plot, there are other books for that. But if you want something short and sweet for the holidays, then this is the perfect book. Well, that's all I have for now. And just to let you guys know, I'm probably not going to upload a lot of videos around the week or 2 of Christmas, just because that's a really busy time of year, and also that's a really bad time to upload videos. So I'll probably be posting a lot more in January. And I feel like I could have talked and elaborated more on this book, but I'm not exactly sure how. If you guys have any ideas for things you want me to elaborate on in books and kind of things you look for, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to include more of that in my book recommendations. And another thing, in the comments below, I'd like you guys to tell me what sort of books you like to read around Christmas. Let me know down below, and I will see you next time.